Hi, Omar. Hi, Omar. Let me get my coffee, Omar. Hi, Omar. Hi, Omar. Hold on to Omar. Hi, Omar. Okay. Got my coffee. What are we doing, Omar? I guess we could infiltrate some of these Mongol bases, Omar. I'm not lagging, Omar. You're lagging. Sorry, Omar. You know what I did? I opened the door a little bit. I think when I close the door, it does something to the Wi-Fi. You know what I mean, Omar? Hi, Omar. Why, Omar? Why, Omar? Why are you getting back into that game? Scarlet, Omar? What's going on here? I like to go through the snow areas with this outfit. Snow Ninja, Omar. Are you playing Legend of Zelda? Oh. What? You're playing what are you playing? Pokemon Go or some shit? Omar, you like Snow Ninja? This is Snow Ninja. Hey, it's not my horse, Omar. They're not my horse. You're not my horse. This is not my horse. Why are you not dying? not my horse. Man, fuck that. You're not my horse. You're not my horse. Get out of here. You're a Mongol horse of some kind. Hey. Not my horse, Omar. My horse has saddlebag. That's my horse. Now we're gonna go back and kill that horse because I'm angry. I want to fucking make my life miserable. Now that I'm no longer on, I think I can kill it. Where are you, horse? You wanted to masquerade as my horse? Yeah, you better disappear, because I was going to slay you, boy. One more for the legend, Omar. I got it, Omar. See, Omar, that's how you play. The dog. Fuck out of here, pooch. That's how you play, Omar. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just owning these motherfuckers. Oh, he's one of those? Then we use this bar. Okay, you wanna run? I'm gonna run after you. Where are you? Keep running. Just make it worse. Did I defeat this? Yay, Omar, I defeated it. You see what I did, Omar? Snow Ninja. I don't know about Blizzard Ninja. That's a little overkill, Omar. Well, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, Omar. It's like I beat the game already. I got the New Game Plus if I want. I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm gonna ever play New Game Plus with this type of game because I like the upgrading of the traits and stuff. Kind of makes the game. To have all like the fucking stances right away is like, eh. I mean, all I have to really do is just I guess complete some of these things. I hate to say, you know what I'm in the mood to play again, Omar? No Man's Sky on hardcore, new game. They have all these new settings you could do now. You could blow up Sentinel ships now. It's like a lot better. Hey, Omar. Come back from the dead, bitches. Hey. Just make it worse. I kind of want to play No Man's Sky again, Omar. Did you hear what I said, Omar? What do you think? You think I should? Because I feel like it's a different game. I want to start this is how crazy I am. I want to start a new game again. Hardcore, new game, and yep, hardcore mode, new game, and because it's like Ark now, you can set the settings. Yeah, you could set the settings like like in Ark when you set the server settings, like you could do that. So you can like set the challenge for yourself now, which is kind of cool. Which means that there's like no way you can like somebody can like fucking do, what I'm trying to say? Like, Omar, you kind of play it how you want now. I thought that was a cool addition they did last few updates ago. So we could set the game the way I want, and just like kind of play the way I want, kind of like Minecraft when you set like your Minecraft, like you want a certain whatever. And, it would be kind of cool, I think. It'd be cool if you fucking played with me. I don't know why you don't. It would be so cool if me and you played together, Omar. Like, really played together. Like, I would try to get to your system, to be honest. And if we played hardcore in the same game settings, then we could play together. Like Minecraft. It would be cool, but you were too much of a noob to fucking get out of the hardcore. You couldn't do hardcore. I remember how newbie you were. You were so newbie in that game. It was not even funny, Omar. You were like a little baby noob in that game. You were like a little baby boy noob. Right, Omar? You think I should start a new game in that? There's something about No Man's Sky that always fucking brings me back. I don't know what it is, man. I guess I just like planets and shit. I don't know, man. I always go back to that damn game. Like, there's never a time I take long breaks from it, but now what makes me want to go back, Omar, more than ever to No Man's Sky is the fact that you could blow up Sentinel ships. Oh, it's going to be hard, Omar, for us to play together. Like, we could theoretically join each other's game, but the problem with that is that, like, it's not going to save. It's going to save only when we play together, but then when you play by yourself, you're going to be in your own world, like universe. So what we'd have to do is one of us would have to probably try to get to the other one. Now, in how the game works today, it's not that hard to do that, but, because we could always set like portals and things like that, but one of us would have to do that. So then when we log in, our home solar system will literally be in the same one. I feel like I would almost have to like do it for you, dude. I hate to say it because I don't feel like you would be able to do it. And then it would be so cool if we could do that though. It would be so fucking cool. But whatever. And play with the same settings and everything. Yes, Omar. Well, you don't need to be on hardcore. I think you'd have to be on at least hard. I'm not exactly sure what they did, but you may have to be on like Survivor or hard or whatever. But there's no way I'm playing with you if you're not playing hardcore. Because if I'm playing hardcore and you're not, I'm not playing with you. Because that means that all that work, and you're going to be around me, and all that work to get to you, and blah, 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 blah. And then if you die, you come back, and I don't? Yeah, that's not going to work like that. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. Hardcore's pretty rough too. I don't know. I mean, I want to play hardcore. Don't get me wrong. That's what I want to do. But at the same time, I'm thinking about it now. It's like, what if I do die? You know, I did last. You know, last playthrough, I didn't die. By the way, that whole hardcore run, I did not die. I just got bored or some shit. Or you know what it was? They came out with the update and they started fucking with things. But now they, you know, and a lot of things were broken, but they fixed everything now. So. It was a massive update, because they were updating for the Nintendo Switch version, too. Which is, by the way, I heard unplayable, because it fucking freezes all over the place, so. But, with that being said, I would definitely like to start No Man's Sky up again, with the new settings changing, do hardcore, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about it, and part of me saying, like, it's going to be a rough start, and it's a huge time investment, that game. And then if you do die, you're going to be pissed off. A lot of the fun is starting over, though, you know? Because once you get to that, like, sweet spot, you're kind of like, eh. You're kind of good, you know? You get to that sweet spot, you're like, eh. Like, it doesn't matter no more, right? But it's like kind of like when you start over, that's the fun, I feel, you know, because you're like you're like newbie, you know, everything kills you for a long time, right? You're not at that sweet spot yet. Once you get to that sweet spot where you're like in a fucking S-class ship and you're scrapping ships and you're doing all this fucking shit and you got all the shields and modules and blah 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 blah, you're basically like unstoppable. Like it's like you don't die really. I mean, you could still die. It's very hard to die. But even on harder difficulties, it's very hard to die. But, oh my, I heard they added like tons of new fucking enemies. I mean, it's really like a different game in a lot of ways. Like, you got, you know, again, you got ships that can vector in and shoot you out of nowhere, which they did that a few updates ago. But now you can blow up the Sentinel ships, which is fucking awesome. You know, there's a lot of new stuff they did. So it's like, it's really, the game is very open-ended now. So it's kind of like, I mean, the gameplay loop is more or less the same. But because the game is so open-ended on your freedom element, I'm kind of like, I want to play it and start over, you know? And kind of like set my own settings and stuff like that. I don't know, man. That's just you know, maybe even go to my own galaxy or whatever and get away from everybody, because I hate being in Euclid, man. I mean, Euclid's a huge galaxy, but it's like, at the same time, it's like tons, it's like, I feel like everybody's like, I feel like Euclid is like, is becoming like too populated in certain areas. You know what I mean, Omar? Ooh. 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 That's 3 blade swipes right there, Omar. That's Frost Ninja. I like that. Omar, I like that term, Frost Ninja. That's a good one, too, but it doesn't emphasize... Frost doesn't exactly emphasize... Alright, watch this, Omar. This horse... Look, dead for good, Omar. You know why? Because I didn't jump on it. See? You can kill a horse for good as long as you don't jump on it. If you jump on it, it doesn't die. And the reason they do that is because when you jump off a cliff in this game, the horse would normally die, but they make it come back. Although that's the whole reason. It's not for any other reason than that. Because when you like jump off a cliff with the horse, it theoretically dies like you killed it with the sword. But because you mounted it, it gets up again. See? You see, little things like that, Omar. You gotta pick out with your brain. You gotta use that brain in yours and see. I see why I can't kill the horse when I mount on it, because they know that when you're riding the horse and you jump off a cliff, the horse is gonna die. But they bit switch it. That's what they call this, bit switching, which is 0 and 1s, and they put a 0 in the fucking INI files that basically say that the horse can't die no more once you jump on it. So that's it. It's a shortcut. It's a coding shortcut. Do you understand? So instead of like, oh, that's just something the horse does. You jump over a cliff, it'll fall and come back up. No, it's actually the horse is dying, but not dying because it's turned off with a 0 in the INI file called the bit switch, which means horse det on or off, 0 or 1, right? You learned this in programming, Omar, right? 0 or 1. Well, the horse det is now at 0, which means off when you mount it. You get it? But if you don't mount it, the horse det is on 1, which means I can just slay it like I just did over here. You see? That's programming for you. So if you ever learn programming, remember these things. Remember, there's a lot that goes into these motherfuckers. You know what I mean, Omar? Omar, do you still want to make games for a living, or you want to be a football player? What's going on here? You know which path I want you to take. I don't want you playing no football. I want you to play games and make games for the rest of your life. But your family wants you to play football, Omar. I'm not a big fan of that pigskin sport. It's like, no, I used to like it when I was younger, actually. Personally, I'd rather you make games, though. You probably wouldn't make much money. Maybe barely enough to support yourself. But it would be cool. I guess with football, there's a chance you could become a fucking millionaire. There really is, Omar, by the way. If you have the height and speed and you're good at football and you go to college based off of football and get into the NFL, even as a low-end player, you are making more money than like any game designer, period. Period. As a low-end football player, you will make more money than a fucking game designer. Just how it works. I didn't make the rules. Oh shit, I fucked up. Omar, what do you rather do with your life? Do you want to make video games to make Crazy Man happy? Or do you want to play football to make your parents happy? Because Lord knows, Omar, you don't do anything to make yourself happy. So, let's kill that horse. See? See, the horse doesn't get back up. Now, again, if I would have mounted that horse, he always would have got back up. That would have turned on the bit switch. Mounting the horse would have literally, all it does is it goes into the INI file, or the DLL file, and it basically turns the on and off switch. See this horse over here? He's off, right? Look, this horse is off, so which means because I'm not mounting it yet, I can kill it, just like I did with the horse over here, right? This horse I killed, right? But now, if we mount the horse, look, we mount it, right? Okay, we mounted it. Now, what did this do? Inside the DLL file, or the INI file, whatever, wherever it's coding it, it turned the 0 to a 1 now. Now the horse basically the horse not being able to die has been switched. Right? Mainly because when you ride a horse, when you jump off a cliff, they don't want your horse dying. That's the whole thing. So, now we get off it, we can try to kill it. Look. Right? And look. Get back up. Boom. That's how it is. There you go. We figured something out. And why do I say that, Omar? Because watch. Look. I'll show you. Let's go to a cliff. Watch. This is a homework right now. You're studying. Look, go to a cliff. Watch. Right here. All right, go. No. Go. Oh, let's go a little faster. We'll knock them off faster. Hold on. Because I know you can do this. I've done this before. Hold on. There you go. Watch. Oh, maybe from this side. Hold on. See? You'll get back up. Boom. Okay? Right there, what you just saw was the horse dying the same way the horse would have died if I did this. Right. Come on. Come on. It's like the targeting in this game sometimes, let me tell you. I can't even... Okay, there you go. Boom. Horse dead, back up. Same thing like when I jumped off the cliff. So as you can see, that's the whole reason when you mount the horse, why the horse doesn't die anymore, is because the horse is now invincible. The horse has God mode on. The horse has God mode on. Yes, I beat all of them, Omar. They were okay. I don't know. So the horse has God mode on once you mount it seems. So that's it. And also, the horse is also now tied to you as your horse until you get to a certain distance. Once you get to a certain distance from the horse, it seems like your regular horse gets to you. It must erase the perimeters. It must, as you get to a certain distance, it must erase the perimeters of the horse, because now my horse will come back, right? See? My horse appears out of nowhere. Now, this is the funny part. Because I mounted that horse, let's just say I go back to that cliff area, you will never find this horse again, because what happens, this is Gaming 101, Omar. I'm teaching you programming. This isn't hard to see. But what happens is, as you ride back here to this mountain, that horse is deleted. The perimeters of that horse is gone forever. But the funny part is if I didn't get on that horse and I ran off as far as I did and I never mounted it and killed it, that body mounted it, and then I ran off to a certain distance, I call my regular horse. The minute I call my regular horse, that erases the perimeter of that horse being my default horse. You get it? So this is the master horse, and that's like a slave horse. It's called like master-slave type shit. This is interesting programming stuff. If you ever want to get into like game design, Omar, that's what you do. You study things. I don't even know what's going on. So you see, Omar, if you ever want to get into game design, that's what you do. Still there, Omar? Did you learn something today? Or did you always know that? Omar, you must have always known something like that, though. Omar, believe it or not, I'll be honest, Omar, going into like robotics, that is actually not a bad idea, Omar. I'm serious. If you're really looking to do that, because that's going to be the future, man. Robotics is going to be the future. They're going to build robots to take over like fast food places and stuff. Like honestly, Omar, like if you're really looking to get into something like that, that is a career path that's going to be very safe. Believe it or not. What made you think you want to do that? Whoops. 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 I've always been wanting to do that. It might be a good career. It might be a good career path now. I'm gonna be career path because. Right. Well, it's a skill. Here's the thing. It's a skill, but it might be a really good career path in a sense because robots are taking over the world. Like, it's going to happen. Like, I mean, you go into, even in South Korea, there are delis and bodegas that are controlled by, screens and shit now. Like literally, there's nobody even working in these fucking bodegas no more. It's so crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Like you check out, the door locks, and the door opens. It's like crazy how they do it. But like, so you can't just go in and steal something. They make it a little hard. So what people do is, you have to go in. You have to either check out that you don't want anything, or but whatever the case is. But they have them. You can look it up in South Korea. Now that's not really a robot, but robots are the next best thing. Eventually, robots are going to come out and replace like workers and stuff like that. It's 100% going to happen, Omar. That's not make believe. It's not going to replace all workers, but it's going to replace a lot of jobs. It'll also bring new jobs. See, that's the one thing about technology, is as much as technology replaces jobs, it brings new jobs as well. So, but unfortunately, and I hate to say it, unfortunately, if you do the math, the amount of jobs that are going to be replaced versus jobs that are going to be available is going to be a lot different. Right? So that's what's going to happen. That's the reality. I don't care what anyone says. That's the reality. So what I'm telling you is, yes, it's gonna create a lot of jobs. But Omar, you don't think it's going to take away jobs? It's going to take away millions of jobs. It may create, let's just even say 50,000, 100,000 jobs, right? Or whatever the case is, or different type of jobs. This is going to take away millions of jobs. Like, that's the difference. There's not an even keel ratio system here. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. It's going to take, it's like, yes, it's going to add a ton of jobs, but it's going to take away 5 tons of jobs, is what I'm trying to say. So, So it's kind of a scary reality of the type of world we're going into. Oh, what are you gonna do, Omar? It's life, right? Can't control it, can't do nothing about it, just gotta live it, man. That's it. You know, things are going to come and go. I mean, like, you know, we're talking about the future as if, like, nothing bad is going to happen. We don't know if there's a nuclear war going to happen tomorrow, you know what I mean? Or a couple of years from now. You don't know. All it takes, Omar, did I send you the picture of what a nuclear war looks like? Did I ever send you the picture of what a nuclear war look like in this world? Did I ever send you the picture of what a nuclear war would look like in this world, Omar? Alright. There ain't gonna be a million people to fix the robots, Omar. They're gonna have robot. They're gonna have robot like factory. It's gonna be assembly line shit, Omar. Remember that. It's not gonna be. They don't have a million people fixing cars. They got things. Things are working a certain way, Omar. It's not what you think. People don't hire people like that. People find the most cost-efficient way to run a business, which usually requires hiring people from overseas or not hiring people at all. End of story. All right. You know what? I'm going to start a new game in No Man's Sky. I really want to do this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.